Bill Burr fans thank his wife Nia for his latest dead-on diatribe. As the saying goes, behind every bald, boiling, billionaire-hating man is a woman willing to flip doublebirds to Donald Trump. Earlier this week, stand-up comedy superstar Bill Burr made headlines for his inflammatory rant about the state of income inequality in America during an episode of the Monday Morning podcast. Burr, who has never been shy about his distaste for super-rich assholes like his friend of a friend Elon Musk, exploded after a fan wrote in to tell him about her struggle to raise 2 kids as a single mother, as the comic blamed selfish billionaires for hoarding wealth in the richest country in the world while average people struggle to get by. In his response, Burr concluded in no uncertain terms that the robber barons who sow division to distract from the billions they extract from Americans are rabid dogs and they need to be put down. As regular Monday Morning podcast listeners know well, actress, writer and producer Nia Renee Hill is every bit as opinionated and unflinching as her stand-up comic husband, and she's similarly unafraid to speak truth to power, or to photobomb power with a 2-finger salute when Donald Trump shows up to a UFC event. Hill makes regular appearances on her husband's podcast whenever anybody at all, including Burr himself, needs a calling out, and the couple's chemistry is a core part of Burr's position as comedy's most irate mouthpiece for common fucking sense. However, as Hill explained in a 2019 tweet, the pair only met in 2005 when Burr made an appearance on Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn where Hill was working at the time, and Burr's anger toward the ruling class has been around since he started performing stand-up in the early 1990s. From an outsider's perspective, it seems far less likely that Burr learned to hate billionaires from his now wife than it is that Burr and Hill bonded over their shared anger at the recklessly greedy and unchecked a-holes whose selfish decisions affect billions. And, while there are plenty of Burr fans praising Hill for supposedly radicalizing Burr on the issue of rabid billionaires, there is an equal and opposite subsection of comedy fans who blame Hill for turning her husband against the powerful white men whom these losers worship as gods. If you want to understand Bill Burr, imagine he's looking at his angry black wife in the front row for approval every time he tells a joke about white people. One such racist crybaby tweeted in the wake of Burr's most recent viral rant. As Burr has repeatedly insisted in his stand-up and on his podcast, his partner's skin color plays no factor in their relationship or in his outlook on American society. But Burr simply having a wife who doesn't hate him precludes him from ever being as rich, influential, and embarrassing as Musk and his pack.